said to them that you don't know these people as well as I know them. Our people love only one thing in their life. Source of union. Only one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but only one. There's your the truth, one simple thing only. One. And they will watch you for years. They will watch you for years. Not only are you truthful, are you consistently truthful? Yes, watching again. Once you do it, they will die for you as they did for me. So be fair. They said instead of me to die, that they will die. 28 men fell to make sure that I'm alive, and I asked them.
To my wonderful people of Biafra, you have listened to what the Prime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said some years back. He said that the reason why the people stood for him was because of the truth that he speaks at all time, and not just being truthful, it is being consistently truthful. That means at all times you are ensuring that you speak the truth and nothing but the truth. I want to categorically tell you clearly today that that is the reason why Mazi Simon Ekpa is loved, is respected, is held at a high esteem today, and is seen as the new leader of the Biafran people, pending when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. That is just a singular reason, because he stood by the truth and nothing but the truth right from inception. He never wanted to malign anyone. He never wanted to subjugate anyone to falsehood. He would always want to get evidence before he comes out to, sack you or tell you that this thing you have done is completely wrong. Even when people will be telling him this person is evil, this person is doing that, he will say no. He wants to have evidence, and when he comes out with that evidence, he will tell you this is what you have done that made me to do this. And people will see it, and they will know this man is accountable for everything and every action that he takes. And that is why people love him so much. And that is why he has gained this momentum. If you do not know, whether you like it or not, Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njoku is the current leader of the Biafran people, pending when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out. Now, all those people will come online and begin to criticize Simon Ekpa, begin to talk all manner of nonsense. That is the reason why I brought this video, because this video will tell you, explain deep things to you on what we are explaining today. Now, people will come out and say, Mazi Simon Ekpa is buying soldiers. Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing this. Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing that. Chalugo, Ikenguruago, 1,000 teeth, I be 7,000 teeth. All of them, they came out to be castigating Simon Ekpa. But I want you to remember something. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, what was happening? There were people who were called unknown gunmen, and they were buying the soldiers. They were buying soldiers, and anytime they buy the soldiers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and say he thanks this these wonderful people who are doing this thing. He may not know them, but he thanks them, and he knows that they are helping him push the work of the liberation of Biafra further. Why is this so? It is so because these soldiers are responsible, solely responsible for the evil going on in our society. And then when they abide, he is happy because there are people who have come out to say we must defend ourselves and defend our land, which is not wrong. It is internationally accepted for you to defend yourself. That is what is called self-defense. In the just concluded peace summit for Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, exactly what they said, that it is very, very sacrosanct for people to know that they must defend themselves, which is self-defense. And in every situation, you have that absolute right to defend yourself from being buyed. And so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that and thanked them, even when he did not know those who were doing it. He now went further in the same vein of self-defense. He created Eastern Security Network to defend the people of Biafra against the marauders, terrorists, Fulanis, who always come to buy people. And so when Simon Ekpa brought out the Biafran army to defend the people of Biafra and to ensure that the people of Biafra are not buyed on a regular basis without any retaliation, without any defense, without any support or any safe haven, he brought out the Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Resistance Fighters, Biafra Navy, and all of that. And they are chasing the people who are committing. And some people will ask you, how are you sure that it is the army? It is the army that is doing this. And we continue to give you evidences upon evidences upon evidences, but you do not want to learn. We are going to give you evidence today again. Now, listen to T.Y. Danjuma, General T.Y. Danjuma. He said it, that if you continue to listen to the army and allow them, wait for them to defend you, you are going to buy one after the other. Listen to him.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movement. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die.
Now, this is coming from a man who saw the Biafra War, a man who participated in the Biafra War, a man who was a general in the Nigerian army. He is coming out to tell you that the Nigerian military is corrupt and they facilitate the movement of these Fulanis. That if you continue to support them or wait for them to defend you, that you will all buy one after the other. What else are you waiting for? Okay, you want another evidence? Let us give you the evidence of the Methodist prelate. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said.
Most is that these people told us that they are going to bring, after buying enough weapons, they'll bring all those that have been put in disarray or driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there's no security in Igbo land, that they will come there and then they will deal with us. And that the dumb man was just flippant. Maybe he took something. He said, do you know Ibadan, Lagos Expressway? We are in all the bush there. We're everywhere there. We're also in the south. So we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land. So they claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani. They said that is why we are afraid of, I've been talking about this open grazing and this Roga. They have a plan. They have a plan. And I accuse the soldiers who are not non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Because they are shooting these men. When our people wanted to comb the bush, the soldiers said, if you move a step, we'll finish you. Don't go there. So they know where the boys are. They know the location. And what they do is in the daytime, they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time, the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of kidnapping. Government should act decisively. They should act decisively. Otherwise, what is happening in the northern part of the country will be a child's play to what will happen here. So government should sit up, because the primary purpose of government is to secure life and property. Any government that has failed in that has failed woefully. And Nigeria is on a reverse gear. We are nosediving. were not driving. You know, you don't have security. All the bush, we went around, no soldier, no police, nothing. The people, you know, were having a field there. And where they released us was, if they kidnap people along Isukwato, they will parade them round, and there, when they pay ransom, they are released from that particular spot. Those they arrest, they kidnap along Enugu Expressway, Log Banta, they bring them. Eventually, they bring them there to collect ransom. Those they kidnap along anywhere in the south, around the southwest. So they know that they are there. And I guess that when I said to the Oga, how do you collect this money? He said, don't worry. Once we are through with you, we will invite motorcyclists. They will come and there will be a truck. A truck will come to put the money in the truck. And that the people who paid them said that was exactly what happened. Immediately they came out from the bush. They told them they were monitoring whether there is police or army. They said, go up. Okay, come back, come this way. And then eventually they stopped. A truck came without number. So the boys will carry one Ghana must go, put in the truck until they took the 100,000. After they have counted it, 100 million. They said, okay, you can.
Now you have heard it. This is another evidence for people who claim that the actions of the Biafra Defense Forces are not justified. Can you explain this thing to me? Where this man said that the youth wanted to comb the forest and the military stopped them and asked them if they move an inch, they would fire them. And so how do you explain the actions and inactions of the Zoo military? That they are preventing the youth from, protecting their own land against criminals. And then you say they are not involved. You say they are not the reason for all those things. You say they are not behind the actions of these people. And when they abide, you come out to condone with them. That means you are part of it. And that is why the Biafra people will always support Simon Ekpa and always remain with him. And they will never give you their support because you cannot see reality and turn it upside down and say it is fake. Whereas somebody is saying it and the people are saying it and they are acknowledging the atrocities of the Zoo military in the country. So how then do you want these people who are saying all these things and hearing all these things and knowing the reality on ground to believe you who is saying that the Nigerian army is doing well? How do you expect them to believe you? Look at P2B. P2B who told P2B, relax, these people are using you. He is claiming Obasanjo pushed him. Today, Obasanjo is going to event wearing the symbol of Jagaban. That symbol of Jagaban, Tinubu, he wore it on his head. And he's attending functions. That is to show you that the tricked P2B was in his campaign group and was collecting information and sending to Tinubu. Played serious politics on him, but he never learned his lesson. He is still come pushing. Okoko. Izuboto Okoko. You tell people the reality. Come together and fund this Biafra liberation. Fund the Biafra army. Come together so that these boys will be well armed and deal with these Zoo people once and for all. You are there. You don't want to do this one. And as it stands today, anybody can be a victim. Your grandmother, your relatives, all those ones, you think your children are out, but your relatives are still there. All these politicians, your relatives, our constituents are still in the same southeast and south. And they have declared war, asymmetric war on you. And you have heard them saying that they don't even know who these people are. That means that they are declaring a war on everybody. Any particular place, anything happens, they will pick everybody there. They will fight everybody there. So how do you think you are safe? You. Because they have declared everybody in the Biafra territory as part of the problem, because he went ahead to say that they will cross a community, and when they conduct their searches, the community will say they don't have any guns or any weapons, and immediately they move, they will dig out their weapons and fire them from the rear, meaning from the back. And so they believe that every other person is now a suspect. And so if anything happens here, everybody becomes a suspect. That is why our people must understand the times that we are in, and understand how you should defend yourself. Each time something happens within an area, it's either you collate your people and your local security, or everybody moves out immediately, so that once these people are back with their evil, they can't find anybody to vent their anger on. And if they try to push forward, you have people who will defend at night. You give them the guerrilla warfare treatment at night. That is what we are talking about. Our people must our people must understand the times and what is happening, that they want to subjugate you, and you must stand firm and defend yourself. If you like, continue to say that Simon Ekpa is not doing it right, or Simon Ekpa is wrong, Simon Ekpa is this and that. Continue to lay blames.